Good boy. Zero. Come here, Zero. Come here. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Alrighty.
I love you. What if I didn't let you go? What if I just held on to you?
It would be hard to play. Take a look. All right, let's try this again. 2:09 p.m. I'm at a different Goodwill. This one usually is a bit better, so hopefully I can find at least a couple things to flip. So right on the new rack, this is a Harley Davidson long sleeve button shirt. Check out the patches on this thing, really cool. And then there's like a really big spell out on the sleeve. Number 1 Harley Davidson Racing, $7.18, a little bit on the higher end. But I mean, it's really nice, and I think we could get like maybe 30-40 bucks for it. This is interesting, a 21 Pilots hoodie. What does that say? Scaled and icy independent tag. I'll have to look up comps on this one, but very like Y2K Jenko type vibes on this little new age Space Jam. But check it out, right behind it we've got a, what do you guys think, 3-stripe Lululemon for, what is this, $5. And if you look on the back of these men's Lululemon, you should find, there it is right there. There is the logo. If this fits me, I'll probably keep it. Okay, so $13.07 for the Harley shirt and the Lululemon shirt. Not the best, could be better, but not the worst either.
Meanwhile,
Happy Monday, people. Let's go find some of our weekend sales. Come along with me. We'll go find them. First up, this little skylight photo thingy. What is this? Skylight touchscreen digital picture frame, and it's sold for $94. All right, our next item is tucked in this bin here, right on the top. We got this Naruto blanket thingy-mabob. And this sold for $30.87. Nice fluffy fleece. All right, this next item sold for $240. Should be in this pile. It's that. You might want to blur it, or maybe not. Don't be an a-hole. In the ghetto. C&L Hog Shop. And again, it's sold for $240. All right, we gotta find some Nikes now. I think it's this red box. Orange, red, Nike, Air Zoom. Yeah, these. This pair sold for $125. Take a look-see. $125 for some Schnikes. All right, this next thing is in the same bin that fleece was in. Where are you? Ooh, got him. I got it. Denim. This is the one. It's a wrestling. New World Order. This sold for $165. All right, the next tee is in this bin, so I'm gonna get it down real quick, and then we'll rifle through it to find the right t-shirt. I think it's this one. Not you, not me, you. Naruto. I believe this is the one. I wonder if the same person bought these. We might have to combine shipping. This t-shirt sold for $60. And those are some of our weekend sales.
The Lululemon shirt fits me great, so I am going to keep it. But I am going to sell the Harley Davidson long sleeve spell out button shirt. And this is our little photography area. We have these like soft box lights that we use for decent lighting. And this is how I prep the items for eBay. You want to make sure that you like flat lay the t-shirts or the shirts and make sure they look nice, smooth them out. You can steam them if you want to as well. Obviously, we'll wash everything that needs to be washed too. The shirt was already in great condition. And then I take measurements for shirts. I just do underarm to underarm and then length. And then we have a cool little board that we put the measurements on. And then I just give it a quick fold and put it into a numbered bin so that when the item does sell, it's very easy to find. And that goes in the eBay custom SKU field when we list the item, B15. So it just makes it super easy. Okay, so I got pictures of that Harley Davidson shirt. I'll put that up on eBay a little bit later. I'll get that listing done. What I think I want to do next, it's 3:44 p.m. I have this bin of hats that have just been sitting in our warehouse. Some of them are vintage, some of them are modern. There's a whole bunch of them, but they either need to get listed on eBay, but I think because we have so much stuff already right now, that we need to still get through. And there are only 3 of us in this company. There's myself, my wonderful wife, Allison, who's at home right now. On Mondays, we split up. I do work stuff. She takes care of house stuff. It works for us. It's awesome. And then Callie, our one employee, Callie, who's been with us for 7 years. That's who you saw earlier in the video, shipping some of the eBay sales from the weekend. So yeah, there's only 3 of us. There's a lot to do in this business, and I just don't think we have the time to list all these hats. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a video of them and pop them up on our Instagram story and offer them out as a wholesale price and just see if anybody wants them. So there we go. I actually have 100 hats total, and I went through them. That's why they're a mess. I just took a video and I put them up on our Instagram story. It's a mixture of stuff like sports stuff, band hats. There's some like motorcycle stuff. Anyway, so honestly, a really good lot. I put it up 100 hats for $600 shipped on our Instagram story, which I feel like is a fair deal. There's definitely money to be made if you're a reseller. This is rare for us to do. Usually we're selling stuff like individually on eBay, but when we have a lot of stuff, sometimes we will post wholesale on our Instagram. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure to follow us on Instagram if you're a reseller and you want wholesale. If not, then don't. But yeah, hopefully someone picks up this lot because there is some really, really good stuff in here. A lot of cool Kansas City Chiefs stuff. All right, friends, let's get this Harley Davidson shirt listed up on eBay. So the first thing I want to do is just go to eBay and type in what I'm looking for, Harley Davidson Racing long sleeve button shirt. And I sorted by sold. So on the left-hand side, under the sold items section, I sorted by sold, and then also sorted by used items. And then I'm just looking for, it doesn't have to be the exact same item, but something similar. And I'm looking at the price ranges that this type of item is selling for. And from what I can see, it looks like it's selling anywhere between like $30 to $40. The next thing I want to do is choose one of these sold items to replicate. So instead of creating a brand new listing, I'm going to use an item that has already sold because I know that works. This type of listing works. This one is close to the item that I'm selling. So I'm just going to click on sell one like this. And that'll automatically take the details from that listing and propagate it into a brand new eBay listing. Next, I want to get the pictures that I airdropped from my phone onto my computer. I'm going to grab these pictures, all the details, the measurements and everything, and I'm just going to take them and drop them into eBay's listing. And then obviously make sure you're choosing the correct image for your main one. I kind of like this as the main image actually because it's like a close-up view of the shirt. Once that's done, you just want to make sure your title is correct. This is a different size. So you can see it brought over the size medium, but this is a size extra large. So we want to make sure that our title matches the actual item that we're selling. And then I like to try to use the entire title. There's 80 characters that you can work with. I try to max that out, try to put in relevant keywords that pertain to your item. You don't want to just put Harley long sleeve shirt. You want to describe the type of item that you are actually selling on eBay. So this is the title that I'm going with, Harley Davidson racing shirt, button up, long sleeve, patch, men's, XL, spell out, black. Make sure it's in the right category, clothing, shoes, accessories, men's clothing, shirts, that looks good. And then in the item specifics, again, make sure that it matches. Make sure your long sleeves in there, your sizes in there, department, color, all that good stuff. Make sure everything is correct. The item condition is going to be pre-owned. I think on the back there was a little bit of rubbing. Yeah, there's a little bit of rubbing on the graphic on the back. So I am going to point that out. And then what I like to do in the description, the actual item description, is take my eBay title and then copy and paste that as the top item. And then I just put free shipping because we do free shipping. And then I just put the item description again. So pricing. So for us, we tend to go on the higher end of sold comps. So like I said, between $30 and $40. I'm gonna list it for, I'm gonna do $44.97 because again, we are doing free shipping. And then I am gonna promote this. I'm gonna do a general ad promotion. eBay's suggested ad promotion is always gonna be high. I've seen it suggest up to like 50, 60% sometimes, which is insane. Most of the time when we're promoting between 5 to 8%. In this case, I'm gonna go on the lower end at 5%. So let's preview this listing, and this is what it looks like. Y'all, we got nice clear pictures. Looks really nice. Okay, so list it, it's active. We'll see if it sells or how long it takes to sell. Hopefully it sells today, that would be sweet. There we go. That's good enough for now. That top is crazy, crazy heavy. Wow. All right, it's 6:33 p.m. I tried to clear some space in our other warehouse because I know we have like a bunch of new inventory coming in tomorrow. It's like consignment inventory that we're helping our friends sell. So we can put that over here somewhere. We also still have all this stuff. Oh my gosh, that we have to go through and sell. Oh my gosh, it's just so much stuff. Yeah. Dang, I just pulled up to our local grocery store and look how crazy. I'm not sure what happened here, but whoa, that is wild. 7:42 p.m. and I am home. What's interesting is I actually just closed a little t-shirt deal on the way home. It's only 3 shirts, a long sleeve 9-inch nails, a Candlebox t-shirt, and a Bush t-shirt, and I did pay up. I paid $350 for those 3, but hopefully I can sell the 9-inch nails for around that. So I should make, maybe a couple $100 on that deal, maybe like $150 on that deal.
Whenever I get stickers on me, Zero grooms me. Zero, can you groom me?
Oh my gosh, I got it.
Quick update, the hat sold. So I took an offer. Someone offered $550 for the hats. So they're gonna get shipped out. We gotta pay for shipping too, which I'm assuming it's probably gonna be maybe like $40 shipping. All right, friends. Well, that was a fairly accurate day in the life for a typical like Monday for me. It does change throughout the week, with Allie and I working together. We'll go up there. Sometimes we're running Whatnot shows. Sometimes we're doing inventory. Sometimes we're doing, like today we were up there and our friends came to drop off like a bunch of stuff that they're consigning with us for us to sell on Whatnot for them. So sometimes we'll do that. That's kind of a rare occurrence. We've just sort of started to do consignment, but we might start to do more of that. But yeah, that was a pretty typical Monday for me. The one thing that I guess I don't really explain with being a full-time reseller is I'm kind of still working 24/7, because my phone is always on. I'm always answering eBay messages. I'm always trying to list stuff on eBay. Callie drafted a bunch of stuff for us on eBay, and then I went and listed that stuff yesterday as well. So, and then, we also have like a mentoring group, a Discord group, where I jump in there and answer questions. Like, there's all this stuff that's happening that I guess I didn't put in the video, but you got a pretty good idea of a typical Monday for me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, consider subscribing to the channel, And if you would like us to do more of these type of day in the life videos, let us know. Leave a comment and let us know. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Ryan Ritz, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone. See ya.